overpriced. B. It is a great time to buy real properties. C. Why are you telling me now?
Number 37. Didn't we already pass Steiner Street?
A. Turn left and go straight until you see the railroad sign. B. The traffic signals are not working in this area. C. No, it's still a few blocks down the road.
Number 38. Should we register for the training in May or do you want to wait?
A. The training is mandatory for all field managers. B. Why don't we wait until next month? C. May I take your name, please?
Number 39. If I'm late on my credit card bill, what penalty will I be charged?
A. The mortgage rate has been down to 5.7%. B. 19% of the total amount you owe. C. $200 per piece.
Number 40.
Since you worked on this account last year, you should already know about this contract, right?
A. Just give me a couple of minutes to refresh my memory. B. That's very nice of you. Thank you very much for doing me such a favor. C. I left the accounting department to learn more about sales side of the business.
Part 3. Directions. You will hear some conversations between two people. You will be asked to answer 3 questions about what the speakers say in each conversation. Select the best response to each question and mark the letter A, B, C, or D on your answer sheet. The conversations will be spoken only one time and will not be printed in your test book.
Questions 41 through 43 refer to the following conversation. This is a very tough decision for me. On one hand, I have really enjoyed this team and working for you. But with my rent increasing, I just have to find some way to make more money.
I absolutely understand, and I want to help you to make the right decision. I have also enjoyed having you on the team, but if the additional shift pay for working nights is going to keep you with the company, then I will support you.
The thing is that I've never done a night shift before. You know I like to stay busy, and I've seen those guys wasting time when I come in to start. Do you think it will hurt my performance evaluation?
There is always plenty to do, so you will get out of it exactly what you put into it. Some people gravitate to those shifts to slack off, but others use them as a fast track to promotion. You are going to stand out in that crowd.
Number 41. Who is the man addressing? Number 42. What is the man's concern? Number 43. What does the woman think of the man? Questions 44 through 46 refer to the following conversation. Oh, I just don't know if I can do this. Every time I get in front of the senior management, I say something completely ridiculous. Look at my hands shake.
Come on, Rich. You're just too hard on yourself. Everyone knows that you are the best analyst on the team, and so they only want the data from you. You should be proud.
You are just being nice. Do you remember last time when I said something about the inventory of watermelons instead of water pumps? I am such a fool.
I do remember that. It was funny and we were all laughing. We thought you were telling a joke to break the ice.
Number 44. What is Rich's concern? Number 45. What is Rich's job? Number 46. Who will Rich be meeting with?
Go on to the next page.
Questions 47 through 49 refer to the following conversation.
Thanks so much for coming by again, Rudy. I don't usually complain so much, but I am still getting so cold that my fingers just won't type anymore. I even tried gloves, but I was making too many mistakes.
Don't feel bad about requesting my help. My job is to keep you comfortable. And we can always resolve the issue if we keep hammering at it. You know what I mean.
Thanks again. So, do you have any idea why it's so cold in this sector compared to the offices on the far wall?
Not really. But just to prove that you aren't just whining, I will show this thermometer to your boss. It still shows it's only 62 degrees over here. I don't know how you get anything done. Number 47. What is the main topic of the conversation? Number 48. What is the woman worried about? Number 49. Which statement is true? Questions 50 through 52 refer to the following conversation.
Cindy, have you been to the cafeteria at Caesar Plaza?
Yes, a couple of times. I love their food. I particularly like their salad bar since all their vegetables are fresh and they have good variety.
I wish the cafeteria we have here had a better selection. Every time I go down there, all they have is chicken noodle soup, lettuce and tomatoes.
Too bad that Caesar Plaza is on Franklin Street. I don't want to spend my whole lunch hour walking to get food.
Number 50. What can we learn about the speakers? Number 51. Which food was mentioned in the conversation? Number 52. According to the speakers, what is the problem with the Caesar Plaza cafeteria? Questions 53 through 55 refer to the following conversation. Do you know the official sales goal of next year is $85 million? That's almost 35% up from this year's. I'm not sure if that's realistic.
Well, we expressed the same concern at the beginning of this year, but we came very close to our target at the end.
It seems that the executives almost intentionally set ridiculous goals and just see how we do it. If it happens, that's great. And even if not, they know we would do our best to achieve it and make it close.
Even if we couldn't meet the sales goal this year, no one at the sales department was held accountable. So I suspect that the management is actually happy about what we achieved.
Number 53. What is the man's concern? Number 54. What does the man suggest about executives? Number 55. What happened this year? Questions 56 through 58 refer to the following conversation. Can I get your advice on something? I don't want to waste your time, but this thing with Ellie is really bothering me.
What thing with Ellie? Oh, you mean her accusing you of stealing credit for her report?
Exactly. You sound like you don't think it's a big deal, but I'm the new guy. I feel like my entire reputation for honesty and hard work is at stake here.
But we are talking about someone who does things like this all the time. She complains about so many things so often that no one pays any attention to her accusations anymore. I think the management is already seriously considering letting her go.
Number 56. What is the topic of the conversation? Number 57. What is the man's concern? Number 58. What is the woman's opinion? Questions 59 through 61 refer to the following conversation.
So exactly how much data fits on a CD? I can't believe I have to back up everything. This project alone has about 200 documents.
Is that all? My manager needs me to back up about 20,000 files and a CD only holds about 700 megabytes. I'm going to be feeding disks into the machine for 2 days.
Yeah. Do you think they consider how much they are spending to have us doing this instead of our real work when they decide to do these upgrades? I have 3 projects to complete this month other than this.
Oh, I am sure they do. Just think what they would have to pay the IT guys to do it all.
Number 59. What is the topic of the conversation? Number 60. How many documents is the woman backing up? Number 61. What is the man's concern? Questions 62 through 64 refer to the following conversation. Hey, did you feel that? Am I crazy or did the building just shake?
I'm not sure. I was just reaching under my computer, but I did feel a little dizzy. Oh, look at the lights.
Wow, those things are really swinging. I guess it was a quake. How big do you think it was on the Richter scale?
I don't know. Nothing in our cubicles seems to have fallen or broken, so it probably wasn't more severe than a 4 or 5 unless it was a good distance from here. Let's see if the radio has anything to report about it.
Number 62. What did the man notice? Number 63. Where does the discussion occur? Number 64. What does the woman suggest? Questions 65 through 67 refer to the following conversation.
I have recently received a communication from our Phoenix office regarding their sales number. Apparently, they disagree with this notion that they were selected as one of the bottom 5 performers across the nation this quarter.
Well, as I already mentioned, they can't recognize the total amount as sales this quarter simply because the client signed the agreement. We still have to deliver our services before we recognize the revenue.
I think their argument is that National Office didn't send software developers to their major client on time, so they lost the chance to book the sales this quarter.
So do they want to get a credit on it? This is becoming a little political. Will you set up a meeting with their sales chief tomorrow?
Number 65. What is the topic of the conversation? Number 66. What is the Phoenix office's claim? Number 67. How many people will be at the meeting tomorrow? Questions 68 through 70 refer to the following conversation.
What is this Friday's meeting about? I thought the sales performance review was done last week.
This meeting is to collect ideas on streamlining the monthly sales performance report format. There have been complaints among sales reps about it, and the finance team wants to reflect their feedback to the report before the first quarter ends.
I guess the intention is good. It is true that the current report indeed contains some data either irrelevant to helping sales forces in the field or with low priority. But personally, I think it still has some useful stuff to use, and we cannot make everyone happy, no matter how well we update the current format.
I think